Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back, and thank you for clicking on this video, checking out your boy while we try and move and maneuver ourselves through the lowering of the Ghost project. So today, well, let me give you an update for one. The freaking ball joint cones still have not come in yet, so there's that. So today we're gonna do the back end of the car, so we're at least gonna get everything, at least as far as for putting the struts and the coils and all of that stuff. Coils, the struts and the springs, and we're gonna put the lower control arms in the rear, put those on there. That way we can get those in. That's we can go through that whole little process. So let's dig into today's video. All right, y'all. So here's what we got here, man. So Lee Whiteline just doing it up, fool. Look at this. I mean, it's like dang near laminated paper, boy. The instructions, clear, good pictures, man. This is this is a nice set of instructions right here, dude. Hard paper, fancy paper, boy. 3 pages, but it's pretty much just running you through, you know, what you got to do to swap these things out. So, well, we got all of that. Throw that to the side. So here are the lower control arms that we're gonna put on here, and they are already dirty because I didn't touch them. But so basically what we're gonna do, so in order to put the struts in, the lower control arms got to come out anyway. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drop those out. And I'm gonna do these one side at a time. We're gonna drop the stock control arms and do the necessary measurements that we have to do with that. So matter of fact, let's go underneath the car and let's go and get into how we're going to do that, how we're going to do this, the plan of attack, and everything I did to kind of prepare myself to do this install. All right, y'all, so let's get it. First, let me show you all the prep work I did. So as you can see on top of the car there, I got everything from the trunk in there, the little covers and all of that stuff. So let's open up the trunk. And this is what we got. So, everything that we're gonna have to do is gonna be underneath here. Matter of fact, I'm probably about to take all of this stuff out of here too. Uh-oh. Making a mess, making a mess. All right. So the things I did, there are 5 clips that holds in this cover. I took this cover off. Really, if you wanted to do this, all you really had to do is just kind of lift this up. You can slide your wrench underneath here to get this to move. But for the purposes of this video, to make the video to get some good footage and some good coverage so you can see what's going on, I took off this little guard right here, which is this guy right here. Matter of fact, let me put this over here too. I'll put that up there. And then I took out the 5 things, and now it's like three push pins that hold that in. Those are right here. There's 5 push pins on this side that holds this cover up on this side, and holds the cover up on this side. I took all of those out, so I just need to take this little covering out of here. So I need to work this thing out of here. It'll make it easier to pull all this out. But like I said, I removed all of this so that I can get this piece out. Look, I didn't even have to take it out. Look at that, I figured it out. I figured it out. All right, so we take that guy out, put it right up there, put him up there. That way then we expose everything on this side so I can just have clear access to getting these bolts out. I can use the socket instead of a wrench. So there's only 2 bolts that hold in the strut. It's there and there. And I'm gonna do this one side at a time, so hopefully I get a little less movement. I can get that other one out and another one back in. But before we do anything here, we need to get down here to the bottom. Oh boy. All right, so what we're gonna have to do is we have pretty much 4 bolts we got to get out. We got to get out this one right here on the end, the one for the Endlink, the one for the actual strut, and the one that's connected to the knuckle here. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that part first. We're gonna take this piece out Once we take this lower control arm out, I'm going to measure this one to make it match this as closely as possible. And then once I do all that, make the adjustments, tighten it on there, throw it in here. Well, we're not gonna throw it in there yet. After we get that thing measured up to where it needs to be, the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna drop the strut out, and then we're gonna put in our new strut. Once we put that in up there, then we can go in with putting the new control arm in there. So let's get started on that. All right, y'all. See my my new goggles here. Make sure that nothing falls into my face. But let's go ahead and let's start breaking this stuff loose. So where are we gonna start here? There. So I got my 17 millimeter here to take this guy off, and my 17 millimeter socket here and wrench. So let's loosen this guy off. Okay, so that guy's loose. You got any more 18s on here? 17s, that's this one. So we're gonna loosen that guy. All right, we got that guy loose. And let's loosen up the strut here. Give myself a little leverage. All right, that guy's off. I think the only thing that may give me a little bit of difficulty is probably going to be the Endlink. I think that was going to be a little bit of a booger, but we gonna find out here. All right, let me grab my 14. It's gonna be a 14 that's gonna get that guy off of there. All right. I feel like I'm gonna have to get pretty creative with getting this thing off of here, but let's get all of these off of here. There we go. All right. Let's pull that out of there. My Endlink. Let's get my strut out. And at that point, this guy just comes right on down. We got this out of there. So now let's measure this guy up. Let's measure him up to the new ones, and then we'll move on from there. All right, here we go. So I got them both down here. I'm going to, let me measure this thing first with my tape measure. Well, you know what? I'll verify it after I do this here. Right now I got them lined up. Right next to each other here. So now all I gotta do is twist this guy out. So you twist out this adjustable thread right here. That looks pretty close right there. I'm trying to line up the holes. Yeah, there we go. Now, once I twisted this out right there, the main thing I'm gonna wanna do now is, while that's there, you wanna put this here and tighten this back. I'll tighten it even more whenever I get it onto the car, just in case I need to adjust it a little bit. That's like dang near dead on where it needs to be. So, let's take a measurement of this guy. It's 19 1/8. Let me see here. That's a little bit too much. So let's see here. Yep, it is. It's out too much. Eyeballing it was not the thing to do. There we go. Perfect. It's right on. right on where it needs to be. So we're just gonna tighten that up for right now. So now we got this thing partially adjusted. The most part of that adjustment is gonna happen whenever we go get the alignment. But this is done. So now we gotta do, we're gonna go inside the car. We're gonna remove the passenger side strut, drop it, put the new one in, and then we can put this guy back on, and then the left side will be a wrap. Oh, and one more thing I'll say is that the material on the Whiteline ones is much thicker material, way stronger. So it's definitely going to be a little bit better. It's going to, well, not even a little bit, a whole lot better of a control arm, more sturdy, more stout than the factory one. So improvements all the way around, dog. All right, so y'all can see what I got going. I got a jack and a couple of blocks holding the strut up so I can loosen it up top and be able to get it out and get the other one in. So let's get up in the trunk here. All right, here we go. So let's break these guys loose here. So we got those out. So now let's go down to the bottom. All right, let's drop this guy out of here. Oh, there we go. Let's keep him right there, the jack. Move it slightly out of the way there. Drop that guy out of there. And then let's throw this guy in. All we're really doing there is lining up the holes. Bringing this guy back over. Oh, Lordy. Okay, it's on there, so let me get up top here and put some threads in. See if I can tighten it on there a little bit to bring that one up, so I can get some threads on this one too. All right, I'll tighten it up the rest of the way later. Now let's go down and finish putting in the bottom half, and then we'll be good to go. All right, man, it's time to wrestle with the hard part. I'm almost thinking I probably should have took the top part of the strut bar off to make it easy on myself, but hey, I did not do that. So let's start putting these bolts in. I'm sorry, it sounds crazy because my microphone's moving all over the place. All right, here we go here. So let's get all these in. Okay, that's that one. There we go. We got all of those in. Okay, my mistake, y'all. The equivalent to where the stock control arm and this Endlink bolt goes, because there's two holes there. So top hole and the bottom hole. The bottom hole is the equivalent to where it would be on the stock one. So if I wanted to get it even stiffer,
what did he say?
I will put it on that top one. So it's giving you some adjustment there. So I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But for right now, let's just get this thing on. We're still gonna need to use this jack to help push this thing up a little bit to get this guy into place. There we go. All in. All right, so let's get this guy out of here. And there we go. It's a done deal. So now all I got to do is tighten all these guys up, and then we are straight. And there we go. One side completed. And now I just need to tighten up this adjustment screw here. So let's tighten that guy up. Make sure it don't move on me. I have to get two crescents because I don't have a wrench. Good to go. And that's it, buddy. All right, y'all. So there we go. So we got the one arm is in. All I got to do is do this other side. So I'm probably going to put you guys on a time lapse while I work through that one. But this is it. It's in. Put this other side in. I'm going to go up top and tighten up the strut tower on the inside of the car, on the inside of the trunk, to make sure that that's good to go. And then at that point, we this would be a done deal. So let me go and tighten that up top. And then we'll do the other side, and then we'll talk about what we're doing after that. All right, y'all. So what I will be doing is I'm gonna put some paint marks on here. So I'll put a paint mark on all of these. That way I know. All right, here we go. Got my paint marks on there, so I know if anything moved. So as far as for the install, we are good to go, man. That is it, dude. So now I'm just gonna button everything else up, put the trunk back together, put the wheels on, torque them things down, and I'm gonna check the tracking on that thing to see how long it's gonna take for the parts for the cones to come in. Because the one thing I don't want to do is go through the whole hassle of letting the car down and then having to put it right back up again just to put those in there. So let me wrap all this stuff up, button all this stuff up, and then I'm gonna check the tracking, and then I'll let y'all know what we're gonna do next. All right, y'all. So checking the tracking. I don't think it's gonna be here by the time it's time for me to put this video out. So I'm gonna put a hold on putting the car down because I don't want to put the car down, take all the measurements and all of that stuff. And then whenever I do that stuff, it's gonna be different anyway. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up on this video for this one right here. So we got the rear installed in. I got everything put back together. Everything's back on. Everything is torqued down where it's supposed to be torqued down. Wheels are on, all that stuff. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys on this video, man. So like I said, we still waiting on the cones to come in so I can put the ball joints and the tie rods in so that I can kind of get this thing on the ground. Everything should be settled in and everything, and then we'll take our measurements at that time. So once all that stuff comes in and we do that, we'll take the measurements. We'll compare the before and after on that thing. So appreciate you guys. Hopefully this video wasn't too long and you guys got a little knowledge out of this thing, man. Try not to make it too long, but you know your boy likes to ramble and talk and all types of stuff. But appreciate y'all. If y'all made it this far in the video, man, make sure that you do like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification, hit all so you get notified whenever I put out a video. And until that next video, peace.